Hi there! Thank you once again for tuning in to Ange'luscious Authentic Dishes. I'm going to be making my soup right now. Yes, chicken soup. I've been wanting my chicken soup for how long? So, previous video I made some smoked paprika stewed hen. It's lovely. You can check out that video. But I'm going to be making my chicken soup because I want some soup. I'm feeling for some soup right now. I have about 2 pounds of chicken backs and a half of fryer chicken in here. I like to use the backs. I like to use like chicken feet, things like that, because the bones add a lot of flavor. I'm going to go ahead and add this to the cold water. I like to start my chicken in cold water. What I have is 5 quarts of water, and I just added 2 pounds of chicken backs and a half of fried chicken in here. So, and I'm going to go ahead and turn this on right now. So I'm going to bring this to a boil before I add all my other ingredients. Now my soup came to a boil, and what I'm doing is skimming off the impurities from the top. That's what I call them. Some people leave it in. Some people take it out, but I'm skimming all the impurities from the top of the soup. Now I'm going to go ahead and add all of my ingredients into the soup. Let's see what I have here. I've got a casserole dish full of awesomeness. This is chayote, butternut squash, sweet potatoes. I have about 2 whole sweet potatoes, small butternut squash, 1 onion, half of a garlic, got some dill, some thyme, 3 bay leaves, and a half of a Scotch bonnet pepper in here. So it's a lot. I have a 5-quart pot. Now this is garlic. I got it from the farmer's market. It's very mild. It's not as strong as the other garlic, but it's really flavorful as well. So I'm going to add this garlic, I like to say garlic, into the pot. The soup is really easy. I've got 1 tablespoon of pink Himalayan salt and 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. That's all that I need in my soup. I don't think I need anything else. Actually, let me get my bok choy. This is purple bok choy. I'm going to put this in towards the end because I just want it to wilt, because I like eating my greens with my soup. So this is going to be my greens, and I have some okras. I'm going to put some okras because I like that mucilagiousness from the okras. I love okras. I could eat it raw. I'm going to put these in like at the end, so it could about maybe a minute or less, because I like my okras kind of crunchy. Yeah. I usually cut up more vegetables than I really do need. I'm not putting any dumplings in here because I'm not doing any flour. Got a lot of thyme. We're doing thyme today. Lots and lots of it. So everything might just fit. I'm going to bring all this in here and bring this to a boil, and just let it cook away until everything gets soft. The chicken's been in here for about maybe 45 minutes. These are my onions. 1 whole onion, and I quartered it. And I'm putting in a whole half a head of garlic because I use it a lot, and I'm using the skin as well to flavor the pot. And that is pretty much. Dill adds really nice flavor, so I'm adding that dill. And let me get some of this. That's how you know the butternut squash different from the butternut squash. It's a butternut squash. This is a sweet potato. Okay. Butternut squash is more. What color is this? Tangerine? I don't know. But yeah, that's the butternut squash. Now, I always add more, too much stuff in my soup. That's fine. I'm going to remove all this water. Some of the water at least. And this, it serves as double duty, because if I'm going to make like rice or maybe some shrimp or something, this is chicken stock I just made here. So the chicken broth. I mean, it's chicken. It's really flavorful. All the flavors from the chicken. It's infused. This water is infused with all that chicken that I put in there. So maybe as the soup, as I'm drinking the soup, and as it needs water, I can go ahead and put this back in here. So after I drink about 2 cups and the soup gets kind of thick, sometimes it gets thick, I'll thin it out back with some of this liquid here, this liquid gold here. So I'm going to put this off to the side, and if I need it, I'll use it. In the meantime, let me put my nice big old garlic in here. Give it a lot of flavor. If you don't have all of this, you don't have to worry about running out to the store and looking for the garlic that looks like scallions. Really don't have to do that. But this is going to be just fab. Sweet potatoes. Where are my chayotes? Oh, bay leaf. I had 3 bay leaves in here. I don't know, I probably picked it up and threw it in. And my Scotch bonnet pepper, I don't want it to get lost in here. I'm going to hold off because I'm going to leave it on the top so I can fish it out whenever I want to. I like the spiciness from that. So let's see how much we have in here. Pot's looking really lovely. Yes, it is. Let me get all these butternut squash. More onions, butternut squash. Butternut squash. I can always roast off these sweet potatoes for breakfast in the morning. So let me get, because I have more sweet potatoes than I had anything else. So I've got 1 chayote, like 3 sweet potatoes, and put all this stuff in here. It's going to be some really flavorful soup. This is it. There is nothing. Here's the other bay leaf. There's really nothing to cook in soups. That's it. Like I said, I'm not putting any dumplings in here because I'm trying to refrain from all, white flour for a while. It's not like I'm not going to have white flour ever again. I really don't eat that much white flour anyway. Going to add my pink salt. That's it. I'm not using any packaged ingredients because, like I said, the bones from the soup it enhances the liquid, adds a lot of flavor. So there is no need for me to put any packaged stuff in here. And that's my tablespoon of cayenne pepper. That's pretty much it. Every now and then I add different things to my soup. I really don't need anything. I just want that nice soupy broth. That's all that I need for now. So I'm just going to let this come to a boil. Yes, it looks really good already. Looks really, really good. Oh my goodness. You can tell that I'm greedy, huh? Oh, this soda. Ooh. Ooh, I haven't tasted it yet, but I know it's going to be fantastic. Luscious, just like me. Oh my God, that spice, that pepper. Yes. All right, I think those, let me turn this down a bit. But it's so good. I was going to put some of these cheese rinds, but I think not. Save that for another day. This is just, it tastes really good by itself, on its own. And let me just let all that cook. I forgot to add, these are pimento seeds. Oops. I forgot to add the pimento seeds into it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into my pot right there. And while this is cooking, let's keep that Scotch bonnet right on the top because we don't want to lose you. Matter of fact, let me hold you in here for now. Look, all of this. Look at all of that. Look at all of that. All that flavor. Now, I don't really like to use that, what do you call it? Bouquet garni. For my, it's like a sachet. You put all your herbs in it and you tie them in a little bag and you drop it in, so when everything is done you sift it out. I like to just put all my herbs and everything into the soup, and when it's done, you know, when I'm drinking it, I like to taste those little bits and pieces of the thyme and the dill and, you know, whatever herbs I put in here. Now, if you don't have thyme or dill, you don't have to worry about it. Go ahead and use whatever your favorite herbs are. If you can find savory, marjoram, you know, if I have those, I would actually put them into my soup as well. What I have on hand right now, I have mint, basil, thyme, and sage, and dill. I didn't want all the others in my soup today, so it's just thyme and dill for me today. But whatever parts of the world you are, whatever herbs is your favorite. I have parsley as well, but I'm not going to add parsley into my soup right now. Maybe I should, maybe not. I was thinking of saving it for a smoothie tomorrow, but hey. So whatever you have, go ahead and use that. I'm gonna let the soup simmer away for, got 16 minutes on the clock left, and gonna wash up. By the time I'm done, the soup's gonna be ready. And that's it, there's nothing to it. It's just a one pot thing. Just throw everything in, season it, taste it, and let it do its thing, and it's done. And that's it, all right? I removed my Scotch bonnet pepper from here because it was so spicy. That Scotch bonnet is fire. And as much as I love the heat, it's very spicy. It's a half of a Scotch bonnet. The seeds are like hanging out. I didn't want it to get dispersed throughout the whole pot, so I kind of sifted it out. I've got the heat that I want in here, and gonna let it simmer away, flavor, all that wonderful stuff. So I'll see you in a minute, all right? My soup is almost done. It's pretty much done, but I'm going to thicken the soup, kind of make it look like a stew. So what I've done, I'm taking out some of the sweet potatoes and butternut squash and some of the liquid. I'm adding it into my blender, and I'm going to blend away, and I'm going to pour it back into the soup, and it's going to thicken it. I don't know if you've ever seen your grandma, your parents do that, but my grandma used to mash it, remove it and mash it, put it back in and give it a little stir. If you have an immersion blender, you can actually put the immersion blender and whisk it if you just want a creamy soup. But I have chicken in here, so I do have to bail out, you know, some of the ingredients, and I'm going to pour it back. So let's go over to the blender and do this, all right? I have my handy dandy Vitamix over here. It's going to take about a second, and I'm gonna whisk this all up. That's it. I didn't even have to put it on high. I am done. It's nice and liquefied. You could just drink this like if you have a baby. Just anyway, let's not get off topic. But I'm gonna pour this back into the pot. The soup is nice and creamy. Doesn't really look translucent anymore. It's got a little color to it. And at this point, I am going to, this looks so fab, I'm going to add the other ingredients. My okras. Remember my okras? I'm going to add my okras in here, and I'm going to stick my purple bok choy, my baby bok choy. I just want it to wilt, so I'm just going to put it in on the top right there. Let me get my okras in. And I said I wasn't going to use the parsley, but in you go to parsley. Let's get some parsley in there. All those greens. Let's wilt this baby bok choy. I love baby bok choy. Love bok choy. And my pot is done. Let's put the remainder of the dill. That's it. Gonna make breakfast with those sweet potatoes in the morning. That is it, guys. All the thyme and all of that. But I'm loving the look of this. And my bok choy wilted. My okras are in here. See that there? That's all that good soup that I've been waiting for all day. So now I can have my soup. Now you can put whatever root vegetable you like in your soup, but this is it for me. I didn't feel like any carrots today. I just wanted these sweet potatoes and butternut squash. See that? Beautiful color. Beautiful, beautiful color. And I want all these bones. I didn't buy all these bones for no reason. All these bones. I love bones. So, that. All these bones. And get this little piece of chicken wing. Chicken wing. It's not a chicken wing anymore. But that's fine. It's soup. It's cooked out to nothing. But that's okay. Some okras. Nice raw okras. Well, hope you liked the video. I am officially retiring for the night. But before I do that, I am going to drink my soup. I made it, and I do believe I should enjoy it. And it was made with a whole lot of love. If you don't have love in your food, it's not going to taste right. So whenever I put that extra effort out to cook, when I put that extra time in to do it the way that I want to, it's going to be a whole lot of love in there. So let's taste this. Oh, look at this. Oh my God, look. Look. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Okay, so let me give it the taste test. Taste test. Mmm. Oh my Lord. Mmm. Oh, that dill. Mmm. That dill. Mmm. So good. It is so good. So it is fantabulous. Like me. Fantabulous. Mmm. Oh my, I could stand here and eat this. Mmm. I could stand here and drink this. Actually, I'm going to sit down and enjoy my food. Now, I thank you once again for tuning into Ange'luscious Authentic Dishes. If you like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, share, share, share. Hope you got the recipes. Let me know if you like it. Try it. Let me know if you like it. Always here for constructive feedback. And be blessed.